Subtitles. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. First one we got is from Ryan Michelle's paid question. Only one for the goddamn day. Hello, J-Dog. Have you ever heard the 1993 demo called Shadows by the band Corpse Grinder? I have not. I can't seem to find a trace of it anywhere, and I'm starting to think it's lost media. Thanks. The only Corpse Grinder I'm aware of is, Corpse Grinder, George Fisher did his first band, and it wasn't called Corpse Grinder. I don't even know if anyone officially heard it, because at the time that I found out about that as a kiddo, I heard that it was more like, I thought if somebody said it was hardcore, I was like, oh, I'm not even interested then. Granted, I guess it'd be a little bit more now, but it's probably not that great, because I've never seen it come through officially or bootlegged or anything like that, and usually, if it was goddamn Necrovore good or something, that shit's been bootlegged a million times. Slaughterlord, that shit's all been bootlegged. There's a reason for that, because it's the good shit. There is another Corpse Grinder, too. I have like a 3-way split CD, I think like a South American one. Maybe it's the one you're talking about. I remember early to mid-90s, was with Cansabero or something. Maybe from Chile, I can't remember. I'd have to rebust it out. If that's the Corpse Grinder you're talking about, and the demo's on there, I own something, and it's a 3 or 4-way split CD, and I kept it. It's funny, because when I was looking through my CDs and shit the other day, that's one I was like, I got to respin this. It's in the I Forgot More Metal Than You Know pile. It could be that. Yeah, it could be that. But that might even be that CD that I have. It could be. I think it's official, but it could be a boot, too. I got that. It came in through Hell's well over a decade ago. I think we were doing it at the house we bought together those days, so probably 15 years ago or so. Just down to order goddamn questions. Timothy Dix Farmer is a order question. Hey, J-Dog, T-Dog here. I know you're friends with Earache Al. He has more metal credit in his balls AC here than I will ever have, but goddamn, his label sucks. Living off old reissues and releasing deplorable shit these days. Okay. Question is, will they ever reissue World Downfall on picture disc, or will they let a real label, HHR, handle it? Did you see that garbage RSD? What is RSD? It's not Reaper Putrefaction. What's RSD? Reissue they just did of it with stupid new artwork. Thanks, mate. Cheers, T-Dog. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously, like, I've had conversations with Al off camera and shit. We'd always go out to dinner and shit and talk. I wasn't just sitting there, like, just completely, bashing the label. And realistically, I don't even know what his official position is. From what I understand, is he's the lead employee because he's the longest lasting guy. Again, he didn't say this. I'm just making an educated assumption based on probably all the info that was even just said in the interviews. But it's not. It's he doesn't own it. So at the end of the day, it's kind of maybe he gets asked, his calls, but it's not his call. If he doesn't own the label. So take that for what you will. As far as the reissues and shit, yes, I did notice the quality is not great. Obviously, I don't want to throw him completely on the bus for obvious reasons, but I gotta say, dude, because even I don't know how these guys are fucking it up, because we don't do anything overly special to make it happen. Now, I haven't listened to all of them, but I've listened to the Carcasses. Dude, the Heartwork, at least the single LP, because there was deluxe, it's almost unlistenable. The vinyl reissue, when I played in the shop, I had to crank it to the highest volume that the stereo goes up to. It goes up to, like, I don't know, 77 or some shit on the volume number. And literally, it is still below what I consider comfortable listening. Like, let's just say it's at okay comfortable listening, but it's not how I listen to my tunes jam out fucking listening. Now, I don't blast my shit to where I'm going deaf. Some people play shit too loud. We're god damn. But I like it's not too low either. And it was definitely like, when I listen to my tunes every day, I listen to them at a louder volume than this max volume could go up to. Like, this sounds like shit. And I don't know if they're all like that. And at least, put it this way, I don't think they're all to that extreme. But and then there's the Carcass Recaputrefaction with the gore artwork, and it's just got the stripe. I mean, that is just fucking terrible. Hell, even the Recaputrefaction in the late 90s or so, it was the original version I bought. I even got rid of it because it's just a turd. It doesn't even have all the songs. Where it didn't have the gore artwork, it was just a greenish cover with like the pathological drawing heads. And I even asked Jeff Walker why they do it. It was like, dude, it was like 17 songs out of, isn't total tracks like 24, 20 something. It was missing like 6 or 7 songs. There's no reason to miss it. It clearly could fit on there. I was like, why did they cut some of the songs? Even Jeff watched my interview. Like what? Like, I mean, at what fucking point? Like, would you do that? That's like, we're reissuing Tomb of the Mutilated. We're going to use a really gay cover, and we're going to cut 3 of the songs off. Here's 7 out of, was there 10 songs or 9 songs? Cut 3 songs off. Here you go, boys. Like, who would, that's why I didn't even keep it. I was like, why would I even want this? This is junk. Why they did that, I have no fucking clue. But put it to you this way. Again, I guess I could ask Eric L. if we ever did another video. I can tell you this, it wasn't his idea. He wasn't like, hey, chop those up. I guarantee he thought it was stupid too. Because you got to remember, like, even if he has some say in shits, and I know because I own this with my 2 brothers, there's shit that just I want to do or vice versa, and that just doesn't happen. It's not just one person making all the calls. So there's going to be a little bit of that. But whoever his idea was that, it's fucking dingling. Like, at what point would you choose to do that? Here's another thing, too. Not the goddamn toot HHR, but I recently listened. This is like a week or 2 ago. In the shop, was just in the mood for the goddamn TISH, you know? So I busted out Domain of Death, the vinyl. You know, it's funny, actually getting to that. The reason I busted out the vinyl is because that's all we had in stock was vinyls. I ended up bringing my personal. And, but we'll no longer need to do that because as of today, actually, I just paid Big Willie today. Wrote him his goddamn check. We license, we're going to be doing all the Morticians repress on CD. Hell's Headbangers licensed. There'll be the jewel case CDs. I said for the layouts, probably if it was me, because just kind of keep them OG looking. We'll see if it happens. Do them pretty much as identical to the Relapse Records CDs, the original pressing CDs, but just swap out the Relapse info for Hell's Headbangers. You know what I mean? Hell's Headbangers logo, etc. I think that'd be kind of cool. But nonetheless, because they haven't been available on CD in forever. I mean, there's that 2-on-1 with Zombie Apocalypse and Hacked Up, and it's also fucking just garbage. Like, it's like half of the songs, like it's missing, because Zombie's like 2 recordings, and I guess I could have asked, I'm maybe getting that, but I mean, like, if I ever did another interview, I can ask what the hell was that up with that. Not that it's bad or anything, but did you notice like the second half is at least on the CD, because I know it came out 7-inch too. Dog owns it, of course. 2 recordings. Maybe they cut out the like the Repulsion cover and the Slaughter fucking Death cover. But nonetheless, if I'm buying a CD, I don't want any of it cut. But wasn't it Hacked Up? And it didn't have all the Hacked Up songs either. That's for goddamn sure. Going back to the Carcass. And so a lot of the represses there. And then the digipacks that kind of came out like, a year or 2 ago, they were fine, but they weren't digibooks, Christian style, on Hell's Headbangers. First 4 goddamn Christian albums, which highly recommend you get them and then have your boys sign them. Christian's doing that Conquerors of Armageddon goddamn tour coming up. So the first 4 goddamn albums, you get those clean ass digibooks. And you don't got to worry about any cover fucking jabroni fill-in goddamn guy signing it. It's the 3 brothers on everything. Because they're doing that tour and they're coming to Cleveland in whatever it is, October or November. It's at the, I think it's at the Foundry. It's either a Foundry or No Class. I think it's at the Foundry, which is a new location. Never been there, but nonetheless, obviously, Christian, I'll be there, the Cleveland show, in case you happen to give a fuck. I think it's on a shit night, Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever. And I've been to plenty of shows that are on shit nights, and with a good crowd. So we'll see what kind of crowds at Christian, how many real fucking death metal heads are. It just cracks me the fuck up. You're not at goddamn Christian, and they're playing the entire Conquerors of Armageddon. They're doing that tour. So why the fuck wouldn't you be at that, you fucking dummy? That's mandatory goddamn death metal. But nonetheless, Hell's got the privilege to, we repressed the first 3 on vinyl, sold outs. I think there might be a couple Apocalyptic Revelations left. Maybe. Check the site. I don't even know if we have that anymore, but we might. But I know Black Force, Domain, and Conqueror are sold out. But we have all the Digibook CDs. But nonetheless, we sold jewel case versions for all the Morticians on CD. And Big Willie wants them out soon. He wants them out for Halloween. So we're actually rushing the shit out of those. Because we got to do the layouts, everything. Push them to the front of the line. So watch out for those. The TISH will be available on CD. The entire goddamn, all the songs, none of this chopped up shit. House Up. You know, the Almighty House. Literally the heaviest death metal album in existence. Not even up for debate, in my goddamn opinion. I don't care about your gay-ass fucking doom shit that's boring as fuck. Whatever dumbass band you're going to bring up. Mortician House by the Cemetery is the heaviest fucking thing ever in a goddamn existence. Said it in a minute, brah. Now, granted, all the other albums they're equal heavy in tuning and Will's low vocals and shit, but the reason House is the heaviest is because it's got the raw production on top of it. So, it's a heavy one, goddammit. That is some fucking man DM. There ain't no hippie fucking bullshit there. So watch out for those. But what I was getting at is, with the Earache Owl and the represses, Relapse is guilty of it too. I played Domain of Death. I didn't have to crank it to 77. No, I did have to crank it to 77. And it was at comfortable listening. But comfortable listening to my listening. So I was like, this is about the volume. It might have been a pinch less, because it was slobbering all over the goddamn place. It might have been a pinch less than what I would listen to it at. But I was like, okay, it's about close. So it was higher than the Carcass Heartwork. But I'm like, what are these guys doing? These big boys. Like, what are they? I mean, honestly, dude, that's kind of like, that's what you get when it's like there's no, it's fans running the show that they're, when it's non-fans, it's just this corporate goddamn business. This is, I don't even need a sales pitch because they're long sold out. And I said this, that's why it's hysterical. Found out about the Dead by Dog found out about Hell's Headbangers from the Dead by Dog channel. You like the TISH? Oh yeah, I love the TISH. We're the first ones ever to do them on vinyl. And ours are way better. Not only do they look better with gatefold covers, first 100 on picture disc, they just look considerably better. I never matched them up until now. They sound way better. I was like, how are they fucking this up? The Domain of Death sounds like shit. I didn't go back and listen to I think I did listen to Zombie on the shop, and I think it sounded fine. I'd be curious to play them back to back, but I don't need to for Domain of Death. I would have known that if ours sounded that goddamn low. If you own both, you should own our Domain of Death. It's got the gatefold cover, first 100 on picture disc. How many of you have that? Dog owns it, of course. Again, how the fuck did you not know who Hell's Headbangers is if you claim to be a Mortician fan before this channel? That makes no goddamn sense. That's how I know I'm a weekend warrior. Rare. That's being generous. More than likely, full-blown goddamn poser is what the fuck it is. Like, what are you talking about, dummy? First one we did was Hacked Up for Barbecue, double LP, in 2005. 20 fucking years ago. Like the TISH. Hell's who? Where you been, dummy? But yeah, you claim you like the TISH? Like, fucking retards out there. Like, you would just know because you're like, holy shit, Hacked Up for Barbecue on vinyl? How would you not have a boner over that? You would have bought it. Who put this out? Relapse put this out? Oh, Hell's Headbangers. Never heard of these guys. Let me Google that. So I call these guys out. It's like, where the fuck you been? And that's not even an ego. It's common sense. It's common fucking sense. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't know who Phoenix Rising was, but when Deicide, I know who they are. Oh, Banish My Sin. Oh, put out Deicide. I know who they are now. Never heard of them prior. Granted, I know they're new, but that's not the point. I wouldn't, if they were just putting out a bunch of trendy shit I didn't care about until they put out Deicide or Godly Throne, I would heard about them because I'm a fan of those bands. Like, that's how, like, where guys claim they like shit, I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't, man. You're yanking my goddamn chain. I know you're fucking bullshitting me. Otherwise, you would have known. But nonetheless, doing the goddamn CDs and compare the two. If you're an actual real TISH fan, an actual real fan of the fucking label back on the goddamn for years on end, and you own both like the dog does, play them back to back. Play Hell's Headbangers pressing, Mortician Domain of Death vinyl, and then play the Relapse Records version. See how much significantly better ours, how much better ours sound. Buy a real fucking label, homie. Just saying. And then now you got those goddamn CDs coming out by a fucking real label. Not some suit and tie corporate douchebags who you're lucky if they've even heard the goddamn Tish. So, did I clear this guy's goddamn question? Sure, goddamn did. Tyler is Isk. What a question. Sup, dog? Glad to hear some of the Dead by Dog 2 announcements on the channel. Yep. You put me on a Denial of God. Death and the Beyond is a regular listen at the gym. Dude, they're all great. They did 3 full lengths. Horrors of Satan, Death and the Beyond, and the Hollow Mass. And then a bunch of EPs, Ghouls of Dog, Shapeless Mass, the Clobber, whatever the fuck, can't pronounce it. All great shit. I stand by it. I literally think they are the most underrated black metal band of all time. And that's black metal that has good songs and charisma and spookiness to it. And emotion to it. I don't need some, because I do like black metal, but with these guys, this dumb shit, I'm like, I know, this is fucking garbage. And a lot of it, I strongly question if you truly like, or you're there's a lot of coping in the black metal scene, because I'm telling you right now, a lot of that garbage, I was like, there's no way you like it. There's just no way. There's nothing to like about it. There's no riffs whatsoever. And I can look at shit unbiasedly. Like, don't get me wrong, there's certain stuff, like take a band like, I don't know, they don't like Rammstein or something. I could see why someone likes that. It's not my thing, but I could totally see why someone likes that. Some of this screechy goddamn dumbass, like it's just raw black metal. I'm not saying this because there's no good raw black metal. I'm not saying that. But some of them, like, this is complete ass garbage. I'm sorry, you don't like it. You do not like it, dude. I'm not cut the shit. There's just no way you do. For whatever reason, you think you look cool, or you think you look evil, or at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck. They really don't. So you're not getting any extra points or anything. I don't know why the hell you think you do. Because that's got to be it. That's the only reason. Because there's no way you actually legitimately like the music. There's just no fucking way. Denial of God is actual legitimate good fucking music. I'm not sure if you have been asked this before, but I always hear you ask the death metal goats this in your interviews. Do you have an end goal with Hells? I'll probably be doing it to the day I die. And what else am I going to fucking do? To be a goddamn garbage man? I know you cannot speak for Chase or Eric, but is there anything your guys' company has not achieved yet that you would like to do? Do you plan for the company to die with you guys? The thing is to die with it, because it's like, what else? It's part of it too is now, don't get me wrong, if I live to be old enough, I would like to think that I'm not going to be, I like to think I'll be on like Easy Street, maybe just doing emails or just cakewalk shit to where maybe I could travel and stuff like that easily, not be tied down to this goddamn warehouse. So I don't want to be doing this to the day I die, coming here every goddamn day. That's for goddamn sure. But when I see people retire and shit, it just seems like they fucking they're either, I can honestly say, dude, I guess like 1 or 2. Most people when I see retire, you could just tell they're bored out of their fucking skull, and some of which they kind of just you could tell are withering away, and some it died like within 5 years after they retired. It's because you got to be doing something. The only way to retire is if you have a bunch of other hobbies to keep you busy. If you do, then yes, you could probably make it work. Outside that, it's like, what are you going to do? Just sit around all day and watch the Idiot Box? That's just dumb. Anyone's gonna get goddamn bored with that. And people are like, oh, I'm stressed, I'm depressed, I got anxiety. Yeah, the reason you do is because you have too much time on your hands. That's why you're watching politics and stupid shit. Because you have no problems or responsibilities of your own life, so you got to go pay attention to what everyone else in the world's doing. That's what your source of I guess just thinking is like, so that you could keep your mind on something. It's just worrying about other people. That's why I don't follow that shit, is because it's more so, it's not even so much that I don't care, as I don't, but I don't have time. What are you talking about? Holmes, how do you have time to follow this shit? I don't have time. I got all my own shit I got to take care of. I don't even get that done for the day. How am I worrying about what fucking Orange Man's getting done? That's fucking on him. It's probably gonna fuck me in the ass anyways. Like, guess I'll find out when it's done. So yeah, I mean, but as far as in goals, it just, keep going. Hopefully, just increases in size. Make more money. I mean, who the hell doesn't want to make more goddamn money? Of course, I'd like to make more money. I mean, I don't need to be a goddamn a billionaire or anything, or even a multi-millionaire. Granted, I wouldn't say no to it either. But that's not necessary. But I mean, like, a little bit, making a little bit, more would be, as the years go by, that'd be nice. Kind of that's something like, I don't have anything like, hey, I wanted to sign Slayer or some shit. I don't, because a lot of that crap, dude, I mean, is kind of like ego. Because for me, it's a pleasure to get to put out stuff. Well, like the TISH, stuff that I was a super fan of. Desecrations at press, burials at press, exploding zombies, deranged, from the depths, doing all that stuff. Hideous Manglius. Those aren't necessarily all like big names. If you want to say any of them are big names, maybe the TISH is kind of a big name now with all the goddamn posers. Bigger name, anyways. That's just more of, it's a pleasure to work with them and put our logo on it, because it's like, this is what I grew up on. So it's kind of like, fuck yeah, that type of thing. But a lot of guys, like, I want to sign this big act or something. It's because it's for ego. It's for flash. Like, for myself, would you want to sign Slayer Dog if they're back? No. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong. Would we, if the price was right and it can make it work or whatever? Well, yeah, probably, because it'd be a smart business decision. It'd be a smart business move. It'd be, if nothing else, it would advertise us to a ton of hells who. Sure, they put out the new Slayer record. But would it be something I did because of for passion? Like, oh, fuck yeah, that was a checkbox. I really wanted to put out that new shitty Slayer. No, it'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, if that could really move our company to the next goddamn level, to advertise to that fan base who doesn't know who the fuck we are, and then hopefully they come through and like, oh shit, I like Cannibal too, and whatever, and they place orders and stuff, stuff that we have in stock. It would have that goddamn perk, but it wouldn't be something like I want to do, or I'm excited to do, or it's a goal. So I don't have anything like that, me personally. And lastly, do you plan on doing what you do until you physically cannot anymore? As far as what? As far as what you talking about? What context are you talking about? Like, are you talking about business-wise? Are you talking about goddamn going to the gym-wise? That's all, dog. Hope you have a good one. I mean, basically, dude, I'm probably the biggest goddamn creature of habit you ever fucking meet. So I don't like change whatsoever. I hope I could just keep doing whatever I do, and it's to the day I drop dead. Because realistically, I don't have interest in doing other things like gardens and shit like that. So if I am doing something different, let's say 20 years from now, unless my mind changed, but it's hilarious. My mind is, and my interests and shit are basically the same as when I was a teenager. A few tweaks here and there, like going to the gym and shit, that came along the lines. But that was like at age 20. So let's say from age 20 to now, so over half my life, 20 years, literally my interest has been the exact same thing. I've developed no other interests, no other things I want to do. So there's a very good fucking chance in the next 20, nothing else is going to pop up. So if I am doing anything else to pass the time or whatever, it's not going to be by choice because I'm forced to do it. Because it's like, all right, well, I got nothing else to do. This is what I'm going to have to do. And in that case, it's just like, all right, get me the fuck out of here as soon as possible. Because you're just killing time. That's all you're doing. You're just waiting across the goddamn finish line. Truly, at that point, because you're not even doing what you really want to do. You're just doing it because you can no longer do what you want to do. So you're just rotting away and just like, all right, when's my time? I'm dying in 2042. All right, it's 2030. Shit, I got another 12 years of this gardening and bullshit I don't care about. That would fucking suck. But is that a realm of possibility happening? No, so I think it happens to a ton of fucking people. So am I an anomaly? Hopefully, but probably not. So yeah, I'll probably get fucked like everyone else. So we'll see when that end time comes. Comes with soon as you love to do. But the comments, guys, bring the morning. And don't forget them beans keys. Get them settings. We're all out, goddamn bubbles. Only a few more questions, and we got jack shit to go over. Later, goddamn it.